Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is so amazing to finally be here. This is something that the Lord has been putting in place for a moment now. I am Prophetess Denise, and I come to give you a word strictly from the Lord. And this is something that God has been giving me to do for a moment, and I've been putting it off and putting it off to the point where God said, "No more delay." We're talking about God's promises. This segment is on God's promises, and the reason why we have not yet seen the promises of God. We have not seen the. Let's look at two scriptures: Deuteronomy 31:6 and Hebrews 13:5. Both of them talk about God's promises. He promised never to leave us nor forsake us. And when we say those words, it rarely means no more than He will never go anywhere from us. But the thing that we don't realize is that when He said He will never leave us nor forsake us, it doesn't mean that we will never leave Him nor forsake Him. It means that no matter what we're going through, where we are, what situations or circumstances are going on in our lives, God is always going to be there. That's His promise. See, we don't live to the full potential because we don't live to His promise. Because we don't understand that God's promises is His promise. He's not a liar. He will never lie to us, and He will not keep His word. I'm going to take my glasses off so that y'all can see who I am. See, God's promises is that God promised us that He will be with us till the very end. And being with us to the very end, meaning that no matter where you are, what you're going through, no matter what the situations are, God is in your situation. He is in every heartache, heartbreak, every lack of food, lack of bill, money, but every situation, circumstances. God is in it. He is right there with you. He already promised you, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." So if He made a promise to you, you can guarantee that God will fulfill His promises. Now, we don't live to receive the promises of God. See, He said He will give us the desires of our heart. What does that mean? See, we don't look to the very meaning of what God's words are. We just read them and accept them as, "Oh, that's what God said." But it's not just a word that God said. See, what God's words were from the beginning, they will be till the very end. And when God made a promise, He never lied, and He always fulfills His promises. Being that He said that He will never leave us nor forsake us, that meaning that I don't care how bad the situation is, God is there. God is going to fulfill His destiny in your life. He's going to give you exactly what He promised to give you. He's going to do exactly what He promised He was going to do. He's going to allow you to see His promises. You have to stand on it. You have to have faith. And you have to believe Him. You have to stand and know that God is God and He does not lie. You're not where you are today because God lied to you. You're there because God has kept His promises. You're there because no matter what you've been through, God has brought you through it, and you are where you are because of God. It was nothing you did, nothing you said, nothing you lived, nobody done for you. Because, see, you got to realize, can't nobody do it if God doesn't say it. Even the devil has to get permission to even try you. And you have to give him permission to do so. That's because God's promises. See, the devil has to bow down. We have the opportunity to bow. But God promised us that if you hold on to the very end, He will allow you to see His glory. See, it's a history, and that's His story for your life. Trust Him, believe Him, and allow Him to show Himself to you. You know, I always say, prayer changes things, but praise make it happen. Get a crazy praise in like you lost your mind, so God can do something that will blow your mind. I love you, but God loves you more. Be blessed.
So you was recording from there, Chef?